So we're back here in the garage, and we are getting ready to teach y'all how to do a step-by-step oil change. So we're filming it here today because most of you won't have lifts and a full tool chest like I have at Toprank. So this is a true do-it-yourself at-home oil change. One thing you're probably going to need is either a floor jack or some ramps to pull your car up on, like these. You can buy these at Harbor Freight for like 60 bucks, cheaper than a floor jack in most cases, and also probably a little bit overall easier to use. So we're going to go ahead, pull these up on the ramp, and get started on this oil change. So we get the car up on the ramp, so we have to take the bumper off to do that. You might have to too, depending on how low your car is to the ground. And right here we've got something called a creeper. It's $50 on Amazon. You can lay on it and use it to slide under the car and back out without getting dirty and having to crawl around. All right, so the first step is we're gonna take the oil cap off. Always step number one, oil cap off. Take that, set it right there. So the next step is we need to take out the oil drain plug. So we're gonna go back to the socket kit that we picked up at Advanced Auto Parts. This car takes a 17 millimeter, so we're gonna go ahead, put that on, and we're gonna slide underneath and pull up that oil drain plug, which should be about a foot back on the driver's side. We're gonna slide under here and just loosen it with the wrench, not undo it all the way. We're gonna save that for when we actually turn it out by hand and let the oil drain into our drainage bin. There we go. Okay, got it. So use a little persuasiveness. All right, next we've got the oil drainage container here that we picked up at Advanced Auto Parts. This is going to allow all of your excess oil to flow directly into this. You can cap it, reseal it, and take it to a place to properly dispose of your oil. So we're gonna wanna make sure that we line this up as best we can with where the oil is going to shoot out. So now that we've loosened it with the wrench, we're gonna go ahead and just slowly turn this out, but make sure you keep a grip on it so you don't lose your drain plug. And as soon as you've got it far enough out, we're gonna go ahead and pull it. And there we go. Make sure we line that up accordingly. So now that the oil is completely drained, we're going to go ahead and put our drain plug back in, make sure it's tightened properly, and while I'm under there, take off the old oil filter. So we get it hand tight, and then torque it properly. There we go. Cool. All right, so we're going to take out the oil filter here. This is going to get messy. Okay. All right. We got our old oil filter there. We got the new oil filter here. What we're gonna do, take a little dab of this, put it around the edge, and we're gonna go ahead and put this back in place. There. Now that our oil is drained and the filter is changed and the drain plug is back in, we are gonna go ahead and put our 5 quarts of oil in. If you're unsure about what oil you need or how much oil goes in your car, you can definitely check your owner's manual, or any of the forums are always good ones. You can also go to the Advanced Auto Parts website, type in your year, make, and model of car, and they will give you the part numbers for the oil filter as well as the recommended oil for your car. We're going to check to see how full it is. We've got our oil dipstick right here. Go ahead and turn that off. And we'll check. You'll be able to see on the line how full we are. We're just below F, so we're looking pretty good. Put that back in. Go ahead and remove our funnel. Put our oil cap back on. We're good to go. As long as we're doing some maintenance on the car, we're going to use this Gum Out fuel injector cleaner. You can buy this right alongside the Pennzoil. You add a full bottle of this to an empty gas tank and then fill it completely up with gas. So since we've got a near empty gas tank here, we're going to put this in and fill it up with some gas. But it restores fuel economy, reduces emission, and helps clean out any deposits in your fuel injectors. Running like new. Now that we're done with our oil change, wrapping up the video, hopefully you guys learned something. If you haven't gotten something for your father yet for Father's Day, maybe you could take what you just learned and get him an oil change. Thanks, Blake, for letting me borrow your car for this oil change. Blake and I are going to do some other, we're not dads, but it's Father's Day things, like grill some burgers, drink some beers. See you guys in the next one.